lifestyle. They said it is important. This is their statement. So we should be. Everyone, it's No Gray Areas with Sazi. All right, I hope you all are staying safe. Please stay safe. We love you all. Okay, for the question that came in a couple of days ago, the lady asked a question that what should I do, Sazi? I'm married. Now, before I'm married, we agreed not to get into premarital sex. And now, on my honeymoon, I discovered that my husband has a small genitalia. What should I do? Should I run away from the marriage? I'm confused. I don't know what to do. Okay, sister. The first thing, before I address that one, let me just say something quickly. What we do in relationship is very important. When you are in a relationship, it's important for you to discuss everything. Ask questions. There are no wrong or right questions in relationship. There are no wrong or right questions. There are no boundaries when it comes to asking questions. Ask. The reason why you are asking is because you want to know. You want to know what you can settle with or for. You want to know what you will not accept. Ask questions in a relationship. Now, when you ask questions, both on the side of the lady and on the side of the man, please give the right answers. Give the truth. Tell the truth about every situation. There is no essence lying about anything. You don't lie to get into a marriage. Something as serious as marriage, you lie to get into it. I don't understand. You don't do that. No woman should trick any man into getting married to her on the basis of lies. And no man should trick any woman into getting married to him on the basis of lies. It's totally wrong. It's not fair. So tell the true story. Tell your story the way it is. Tell the truth. And let them make the decision. The lady or the man should make the decision whether to remain in that relationship or to walk away. A broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. It's better that way. Tell your truth. Tell your truth. It's very important to tell your truth. And you know, when we discuss our truth and tell everything, you begin to know what your deal breakers are. You understand your deal breakers. People have deal breakers. A deal breaker to you may not be a deal breaker to me. Deal breakers like alcoholism. Some people can settle down with somebody that's an alcoholic, but some cannot. A deal breaker like abuse. Physical abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse, financial abuse, emotional abuse. Some people can put up with these things, some cannot. So you discuss all these things and begin to figure out your deal breakers. Some people's deal breakers may just be shady business. Some people cannot stand a man or a woman that is involved in a shady business, Some people cannot stand a man or a woman that is an occultic person. There are a couple of things, a lot of things that are deal breakers. So we discuss these things. Even religion, discuss your religion as well. Some people may not be comfortable settling down with a Muslim or even a Christian or even a pagan. So discuss your deal breakers. You know these things. So you go into the marriage with all the necessary information that you need. Yes, when you get into marriage, there are certain truths that will also be revealed. But please, as much as possible, discuss all you need to discuss and tell your truth. Divorce is a very, very difficult and hard process. You don't want to be there. Please. So please discuss all these things. It's very important. And to that lady that sent the question about the husband having a small genitalia, I tell you the truth, sister, something can work. There is a lot medical science can do these days. There's a lot. Seek help. Go for counseling. Seek medical help. And prayers, of course. Yes. Prayers, of course. You might be, oh, Sazi, will the prayer actually make it a bit ambiguous? It may, and it may not. But the most important thing is you pray about your steps. the right urologist to meet, the right medical team to go to, for you to get the help, the necessary help that you really need. It's very important. But I'm begging you to stand by that man. You don't just back down on a relationship or a marriage on the ground of medical issues. Come on, be fair. What if you were the one in the same shoes? So please, let's try to support our spouse. Let's try to work with our spouse. When we meet certain hiccups, when we meet certain things are not so palatable, we can work it out. So please stand by him and let's see how we can work this out. It's very important. I know some very good urologists that we can reach out to. So you can reach out to me if it's important to reach out to me. If you want to, I can actually direct you to very good urologists that can take it up from there. It's very important. And we pray God will also provide the finances that you need for you to tackle this issue. And then I want you to also know that in life, there are things that are myths. There are things that it's a myth and there's a real story to it, the true story to it. That a man's genitalia is small doesn't mean that it is not functional. Yeah. That a man's genitalia is ambiguous doesn't mean that it is functional. So please, let's get our facts right. Let's not make blank statements, because there are ladies out there that could make statements like, oh, I can't get married to a man with a small genitalia. Please don't make blank statements without having your data right. It's very important to find your facts before you make these statements or conclude on a relationship. Finally, please don't back down. Don't be quick to end a relationship, a marriage on the ground of, oh, medical condition or one situation or the other. Let's work it out. Let's look for other ways. Let's explore other options and see how it can be resolved before you make your conclusions or your decisions. All right. Thank you. This is my opinion. The professional's view is coming after now. So please share our videos as well. Hello, everyone. Okay, I'm back again. And this time around with the professional's opinion. Now, this professional I'm talking about is a renowned urologist. And he's been practicing for the past 40 years with a lot of success stories. And he's also a pastor. Yeah, I get to know a lot of pastors, right? Yes, he's a pastor. And when I called him, he laughed and he said that people need to get the right information and that lady should please not run away from that man. That they should stay together and resolve this. It is highly resolvable. So he gave me a couple of solutions, you know, and let's go straight into it. Now, the first thing he said that some genitalia can be small but functional. Some men may have a small genitalia, but it's functional. And that the most important thing when it comes to genitalia is functionality. That functionality is the most important thing and not necessarily the size. And so people should not get this wrong. The second thing he said there are some genitalia that look ambiguous, but they are not functional. You see the two sides to the life. So he said you don't conclude on things like that. You do not. That the most important thing when it comes to anybody's genitalia is functionality and not necessarily the size. Another thing he mentioned to me, he said there are some genitalia that are called placid, that they are just there. They do not stretch. They do not function. They are just placid. And that these things can be resolved. That a lasting solution can be brought to things like this. And then another thing he said to me, he said, you see, some men are actually on the big side. There are some men on the big side. And because of the fatty content in that region, their genitalia look kind of shrunk. But that does not mean that you would tag it small. No. That the only way one can really tag a genitalia small is when it is stretched. That you will get to know the real length of a genitalia when it is stretched. And so nobody should just come up with blank statements without having facts or data to back up their statements. So we should be informed. A lot of people, they actually misconstrue these things. They talk from a place of ignorance, and that's the reason why the right information should be given out. So another thing he also said, he said, these two people should work together. That the woman should work together with her husband. That can two work together except they be agreed? And if two of you shall agree as touching a thing, it shall be established. You need to work together. That there is something called teamwork. When you work with this man and you also give him some level, when you work with him, you give him some level, you boost his confidence. Because things like this actually damage a man's confidence or anybody's confidence, especially when it comes to our privacy like this. It damages a lot of people's confidence. And so this woman should work with her man. Don't run away. It can be resolved. Another thing he also said, he said that there is something called penile enhancer therapy that can be done as well. That can be done. It can be in the form of drugs or surgeries. That it can be done. Please, the woman should stay, or any other person that is going through the same situation. Work together. It can be resolved. He also talked about hormonal imbalance. That it can also be blamed on hormonal imbalance. And I was surprised because I actually thought that ladies are the ones that have hormonal issues. No, that men also have hormonal imbalance. And so things like these are things that can be resolved. And then finally, he now said that please advise them to seek help, to visit a renowned urologist, a good urologist, to help them tackle this issue. That it is something that can be solved, is something that is doable. They should work together and resolve it. I even asked him, I said, sir, if these people want me to bring them to you or refer them to you, is that okay with you? He said, why not? Refer them to me. Why not? That's why we're here to help. So please, here is the professional's view. He said a couple of things, but please, I'm sorry, I'm not in the medical field. So the little or the much that I could gather from the information is what I'm bringing to us. If you do not understand certain information here, or you didn't really get any certain things cleared out, reach out to me via DM, or you can call me as well. We're here to help and to put smiles on people's faces by God's grace. So thank you so much for listening. Share our videos. Please share our videos. There are a lot of people out there that need this information. Also like our comments. You can drop your comments as well. We want to hear from you. Drop your comments as well. Thank you so much. Stay safe. We love you and see you on the next edition of